whatever input you want to give. So it gives just within some 10 or 15 minutes, it gives the result for you. So first of all, I'll talk about the computers in research. The computers are indispensable throughout the research process, especially when you're starting with the research, that is right from the beginning of your research till the end of your research. That means like when you're starting the collection of data, you might be a researcher or a faculty doing a PhD in a reputed college. See, you might be when you're starting the when you're starting the research, you might be first collecting the information, because when you give any topic, for selection of topic itself, you need computers, right? So when you're starting the research process till the end of the research process, you need computers, right? So when you're starting with the selection of topic, then you have to collect with the literature
Hello, sir.
papers.
Sir,
Yes,
sorry
sir.
for the interruption. Yeah, a
Yes,
little
yes.
bit louder. I
Yes,
think few
yes.
people they are not able to hear. It seems little bit louder.
Sure, sir. Sure. 1 minute.
I
Yes,
think
sir.
there is some few network problem. I guess.
I'll just right from your starting of your research work till the end of your research work. Maybe right from the starting, you might be starting with a selection of topic. Then you'll be collecting the literature review paper. Then you'll be doing some analysis work. Then you'll be testing the samples or testing whatever you need. Then you'll be coming to the conclusion. Then you need to present it. Then you need to publication. So right from the beginning till the end of your research work, your computers are in need for all your research works. So the role of computer becomes more important when the research is on a large sample. Even for a small sample, you need computers, but when you are going for a large sample or large work or large research work, you obviously need computers so that it saves time. It gives you more manipulation. That is whatever need you are in need. So it does all your works. Then maybe in the past 20-25 years, we might be using the floppy disk, and then it has been converted. We have been converted every disk, compact disk. Then we came around for the pen drives. Okay, nowadays all the data whichever we are in need, so it has been stored in particular data pen drives, and then we can use it whenever we need using this computer. So in that such cases also, you need computers for all the assisting works. Then obviously the computers assist the researcher throughout the different phases of different research process, whatever he or she is doing. Now, I'll just talk about the role of computers in the phase of different research processes, because you'll be in people are here not only in one particular domain. You'll be having people are there from different domains. People are there from computer science, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, like that. So I'll just talk about the role of computers in the phase of research process. You have 5 different roles. Okay, first one is role of computer in conceptual phases. Conceptual phases, it talks merely about the literature paper, literature review. So whenever you are starting any work, so any research work, you'll be first of all you'll be collecting all the information what the work whoever has done the work earlier. So they'll be completing in one particular. They'll be traveling in one particular track, and they'll be stopped. They might have stopped with some work, some other work, and some other conclusions. So you might be continuing with the same work, but with different analysis or with different works. So conceptual phase is merely a literature paper. So collecting all the literature paper, like 100 to 150, maybe you might be a ME student or PhD student. PhD student, obviously you need n number of literature papers to start with your research work. So obviously you will be in the first phase, that is conceptual phase. You'll be in a conceptual phase, so that you'll be collecting all the papers and you'll be storing that in the computer. So for all those requirements, you need a computer to start with your research work. Then starting out talking about the role of computers in design and planning phase. In the design and planning phase, it nearly talks about maybe like if you are collecting some sample size, maybe you'll be for say for example, mathematical people or any other people is collecting some population data in particular area. So they'll be planning, and then they'll be taking all the sample size. So maybe anything related to any calculation, sample size calculation, maybe anything related to comes under this design and planning phases. And one more thing I want to introduce, many people might be knowing about the software, NCSS, PSS, DESS, maybe computer science and software people might be knowing about more about this software, because these are the softwares which is
Hello, sir.
used for nowadays.
Hello,
Hello?
sir. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, a
sir.
little bit slower, sir. I think few people not able to understand.
Okay,
It
okay,
seems
okay,
little bit slower. Okay, thank you.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, role of computers in design and planning phase. In this, merely we'll be talking about the sample size calculation. Maybe that is what I was telling. No, many mathematical people might be there, or many statistical people might be there. Those, for say, for example, if you're collecting any population data or any sample data or any environmental engineering people will be collecting so many data, or water resource engineering people maybe collecting all the water samples. So for all this works, you need some software so that your computer can do the analysis work and they can come out with a very good result. See, for example, I'll give few examples. That is what I was telling you. Many software people or computer science people might be knowing about this software. NCSS, PASS, GSS, all those things. So these softwares can analyze and do your work so that your work will be completed within a fraction of seconds, and then it can give you the correct and whatever prediction you have, or that also it can give. So this phase comes under this designing and planning phase in the role of computers. Then when you are talking about this computer in empirical phase, this empirical phase is merely talking about the data storage. That is whatever data you have collected earlier. So right from the beginning till the end, that is, you might be having in different formats, in different styles, in different timings, in different situations. You might have collected so many data. All those data has been collected together and it will be stored in particular file or in particular folder. So all these things need a computer for computers, so that your research work may be easy for you to take, because whenever you are in need to search for, you can easily collect the information from the data whatever you have stored, or you can just click the word whichever you want in search button, so that your things whatever you are in need, so that it can be easily you can easily take it out, and then you can start with your work. Then role of computers in analytical phase. This analytical phase, maybe civil engineering or mechanical engineering people might be knowing about this. Whatever phase you are doing the analysis phase, whatever, because many softwares right now we have to do the analysis work. You don't need manual calculations, but for when you are doing the research work, you obviously need the manual calculation, so that you can compare both the analytical part with your manual calculation. So all this need a computer for your research work. Then when we are talking about this role of computers in dissemination phase, this dissemination phase is merely a publishing phase. That is, after completing all your works, many people you might be knowing those who have published the papers, like if it is even a MB student or PhD scholars, they might be published. So they might have published so many papers in their research articles. So all this research publications comes under this dissemination phase. So for all this, you need a I mean, whenever you are in need to correct editing or correct your paper, you need a computer. So all this needs a dissemination phase. So all this needs a computer also to correct all the works. Then it needs some data to publish the works. So whenever you are publishing any data or any research works, so you need a computer. So you can nowadays you might be seeing Anna University or many deep universities are asking their works to publish in their Scopus Index paper or annexures. So Scopus Index journals all you need. You can search n number of Scopus Index journals in the computer. So all this need computers in your life, right? Then when you are talking about the role of computers in data analysis, you might be knowing, as I've told you, many softwares like SPSS, that is statistical package for social science. This many softwares are used to do everything comes, and you can put together, and then you can do the analysis part in any mathematical part or any other research work, whatever you are in need. So I just tell or inform you people, just note down these softwares so that you can easily, this just like giving an information for you. SPSS, NCSS, PASS, Stata, many software people or computer science people might be knowing about this, but other domain people also can understand this. That is, they can also use this software, so that computers does all your important works, and it gives you the accurate answers for all your research works. So data analysis can be analyzed using these softwares, and you can be all the prediction works also can be done using this softwares. Procedure, that is the data processing and the tabulation. I'll first talk about the data processing. First of all, research involves a large amount of data which can be handled by computers. So computer gives the best alternative. That is one, if you are giving one particular data, that is amount of data that can be processed and it can give the solution also. So one by one, say for example, if you are doing any layer by layer, any part of your research, so one by one, it can, this computers helps you a lot in your research work, so that it can give the data in a particular time or in whichever time you are in need. So computers carry out processing and analysis of data flawlessly and with very high speed also. So we cannot compare it with the human brain, because not, we cannot say everybody will do all the calculations in a very particular, that is within 30 or 40 minutes, because everybody will be having their own constraints. So everybody will be having their own.
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, voice is not very clear. It's breaking in between.
Yeah. Can you able to hear me right now, sir?
Yeah, but still some breaking is there for some part of your voice.
But I'm okay, sir. From my side, it is, everything is okay. Maybe
Sorry for
might be having any computer. Maybe you'll be having any internet issue. Can you able to hear me right now, sir?
Hello,
Yeah,
sir.
now
It is okay.
Yeah.
Now it is okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay.
No, okay.
Little bit slow and little bit louder, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir. Okay. So when we are doing all the data processing, so you will be collecting n number of samples or n number of collection of amount of data you'll be having it. Say for example, this water resource engineering people will be collecting so many number of samples in their research work. So all this needs a computer to store all the data into it, because all the samples will have different properties. All the samples will have different its own chemical or mechanical properties, other things also. So for all those things, you need a computer so that it can, all the data will be stored into it, and whenever we are in need, so we can easily take it out, and we don't have to, if you are filing all those things, that is a paperwork, you have to search a lot. But in this, you when you stored everything in the computer, whenever you are in need, you can just search the search button and you will be easily getting out with the. Hello. Okay, you can easily come out with the very best, very good results. Then, what are the basic steps? Next, what are the basic steps in data processing and analysis? You have four basic steps, especially right from your beginning of your research work till the end of your research work. Maybe I can tell you. See, first is your entering of data into SPSS, that is statistical package for social sciences. See, say for example, if you are starting with the research work, okay. So when you are starting with the research work, you have to give all the inputs to collect. See, if you are say for example, if you're a civil engineering student, mechanical engineering student, or you have to do any ANSYS part. So in the ANSYS part or stat row, you will be giving you'll be entering all the data into it, so that you'll be obtaining with a very good output outside, right? So first of all, you have to give necessary input, and so that you will be getting out with the very good results. Maybe you can do that in the manual calculation also, but it takes time, right? So if you are doing any PhD work or something like that, you can compare with both the things, manual calculation as well as your computer results. So you first have to enter the data, then you have to select the procedure from menus. See, for example, you are having, whenever you are working out with Excel or Word, you first have to know about all the menus. This is just a simple example I'm giving you, because whenever you know about the tools, whenever you know about all the menus in the on the top, then only you can apply it for your research process. Likewise, whenever you are working out with any software, say for example AutoCAD, small AutoCAD, maybe many of you might be knowing about this AutoCAD. When only if you know about the tools, you can work correctly in that software. Because if it doesn't know even the basics of the software, the menus, whatever you are using it is unable for you to use it. So first of all, you have to know about the menus. Then you for all this learning procedure, you have YouTube and other tutorial classes, which also requires computer for you to help you out. So suppose if you are well versed with any software, then sometimes you might be getting any doubt in between also. So whenever you are getting doubt, you can obviously go to YouTube and other things, and you can search it easily. Then you can come here and work with your research. You can start with your research work. So all this requires computers, which is in need for. As I was telling you, like SAT2 and other things, it can also analyze all the data, whatever data you have given. So it can give you all the best results out of it, so that your input and your output and your manual calculation, everything becomes correct. Okay, then at last is the examination of all your outputs. So you can also verify with manual calculations and other things. So for all this requires a computer. Then data processing. Data processing, many people might be knowing about this data processing. Data processing is broadly the collection and manipulation of items of data to produce meaningful information, right? So whenever you are collecting all the data, and then it has to be collected together and it has to be manipulated, then you have to start working out. So you will be collecting some 100 samples or something like that. So you should first of all study of what the author has said about that sample, what that in the research paper, what this paper is telling, what that paper is telling. Like that, you'll be understanding all the research works. Then you'll be start working for your research work. So all this requires a computer. Then when we are going for processing operations, okay, processing operations need editing works. So editing, it is I think many of you know about this editing work, because many might have many people here might be working in Word. So those people who have worked in Word may be knowing about this editing work. That is, editing of data is process of examining the collected raw material, especially when you're doing any survey works or something, you might get any errors, right? So when you're calculating again and again, when you're calculating in paper, you need not you have to scribe it out, and then you have to start doing it again. But when you're doing in a computer, it gives a fresh data, fresh page, and you can start with the new material. So all this editing works and other things you can work out with this editing procedures using this computer. Now I'll just talk about, there are two types of editing. I'll just stop here: field editing and central editing. When you're going for field editing, say for example, as I told you earlier, maybe you required your laptops or something when you're doing for surveying work. So if you're doing any survey work, you obviously have to go to that particular area. So when you want to go to that particular area, you can take a laptop and you can just easily note down all the data whichever is necessary for you to do the research work. So all your samples or whatever data, whatever you're collecting, everything can be stored here in the field. That is, all that comes under field editing. Okay, but when you're coming for central editing, say for example, maybe you are working in a college, or when you're working in a office. So there'll be only one server and people will be using all their computers, right? So here what happens is, maybe this editing part can be done by all. Say for example, there is a software called TeamViewer. Nowadays you people might be knowing about this. Say for example, like one guide will be there and 4 or 5 students, office students will be there. So whenever during this lockdown time or this curfew time, see, a guide will be in one place, other students will be in another place. So they can all come together using this software. So this central editing can be done using this software, and whenever editing is done by this guide, also by his student, will be known to everyone, so that everybody can understand easily. So all this editing can be done only using by your computers, right? Then tabulation. When you're talking about tabulation, so many people might be knowing about this Excel file, right? So it will be having n number of rows and n number of columns. So all your data can be stored in that Excel file, so that it will be useful for you to display, and it will be useful for you to work it out for your research work. So it is the tabulation is just the process of summarizing all the raw data and displaying same. That is all those in the computers. That is the in row wise and column wise. Using row wise as well as in the column wise, you can use it particularly, so that you can, whenever you are in need, or else whenever you want to, if you're having so many sample works, you have to collect it, right? You need to search for something, then you can just easily, you can just control F. If you press if you press control F, you can easily get the data. But when you are filing all those things, it is unable for you to search, and it also requires more time. But here in Excel, you don't have all those things. So all this research works also helps you a lot. So that here in tabulation, when you're doing when you're saving all those things in Excel file, you can create it. You can, whenever you need, you can take it out. Next, importance of tabulation. I told you, no, suppose this facilitates the process of comparison. Say for example, you're getting the Dell company computer and HP computer. You'll be comparing. So whenever you buy any product, you will be comparing with one source with the other source, right? So for all those things, you need a tabular column, right? You will be putting all the advantages here, you will be putting all the advantages here, you'll be comparing number one here, number one here, number two here, number two here, like that. Whenever you search for it and you go for the best product to buy it. Likewise, this tabular column helps you to compare. Likewise, if you are doing any research work, you can compare the samples with all the data. So with these data, you can compare everything and you can come out with a very good result. So all this needs a computer for you to do the research work. Then it provides a basis for various statistical computation. Maybe many mathematical people might be knowing. Say for example, many faculty members might be here, right? You'll be having 50 or 60 students in your class. You need a statistical data for all your students. So you require, whenever you require, you'll be having a poor student or moderate student or average student or above average student. So when you want to have a comparison between all these students, you have to do the statistical computation. But when you are working on the computer, so that it gives you easily when you're giving out the input, it gives you the easy results, right? Easily you can take out the results and you can easily put out in the computer, right? You're talking about any graph works or any other comparison you want to do, statistical comparison you want to do, you can easily approach this computer so that you can, whatever input you are giving, you can come out with the best results. So overall, it is actually findings in a simpler way. So as I told you earlier, you can easily work out with the computer, and it is actually user friendly. So whenever you are working out with the tabulation or Excel spreadsheets, you can easily you can read all the menus in the top, then you can come out, and whenever you are working out with that, it comes with a simple solution, and so you can work easily. That is user friendly. Then the display relationships in a comparable way within parts of the findings, because each finding, whatever you are finding, maybe different folder you might have, different sheets you might have. So it easily you can find all the things whenever your information is in need. Okay, then by convention, the dependent variable is present in rows and independent variables in the column wise. Okay. Then data analysis. Analysis of data is a process of inspecting, transforming, and modeling data with the goal of discovering useful information, suggesting conclusions, and supporting decision making. Maybe you will be collecting all the data in a particular folder, then you will be doing all sorts of analysis. So all this requires computers for you to help out with the research works. So data analysis procedures help you to apply to the data analysis. And the use of data analysis process is you can convert data into information and knowledge and explore the relations between variables. That is, whatever data you are having, that can be converted into information and knowledge. And one more thing, other thing is the relationship between the variables, because you might be having some X variable and Y variable like that. Then you will be working out with that. So it comes with a very good mathematical model, or whatever variables you want to work it out. This computers helps you a lot for your research work. Then types of analysis, you have descriptive analysis and you have inferential analysis. That is, descriptive analysis is largely the study of description of only one variable. Maybe you'll be collecting one particular, say for example, you are collecting the data in a particular village. That is, how much population is there, how much farmers are there, how much students are there, how much housewives are there, how much husbands are there. Like that, in particular, in any one particular status you go, that goes into, that is that one particular study. All those studies comes under descriptive analysis. Inferential analysis comes under the significance of testing hypothesis. say for example, you will be starting with the work, you will be starting with your research work, but you will not be knowing what work you are going to deal with. So initially you are starting with any work and you'll be collecting so many number of papers, so that maybe say maybe in the 50th or 60th paper you will come to a conclusion that we will be working out for this, we will be working out with this. So all this testing of hypothesis comes into one particular feature. Then you start with then you'll be going ahead with your own work. So all this comes under inferential analysis. Then information storage, as you all know, these computers are it can store vast amount of information. So you might be knowing, whenever we buy any new mobile or any computers, we first ask how much it can store data, how much GB, how much MB it can store, how much this file can be stored, how much this. So it can these computers, comparing with your mobile phones, the computers can store vast amount of information. Then you can quickly and effectively organize and search information. That is, you can easily take out whatever information you are in need. You can take it out. You can easily come out with efficiently. You can work it out, and easily you can work it out with your computers for all your research works. And one more thing, you can store your raw data in multiple formats. That is, see, maybe say for example, you will be collecting, if you are water resource engineering people, you will be collecting n number of samples for doing your research works. So where are these data will be stored? How the data will be stored? And what are the data has to be stored? All this information will be stored in particular format. That is, in different styles and different multiple formats, you can store it in the computer, so that you can easily start with your research work. So that, see, you say for example, if you're using your file and you're collecting all the information and putting into all the papers and filing it is unable. Maybe if you have lost it. Hello. See, maybe if you are collecting all the information and filing it, if you have lost all the information, it is unable. Then you have to again start with the research work. But if you have saved everything in your computer, it is unable for it is easy for you to search and take out the information easily, right? So for all this works, you need computers in your research works. Then computational tools. Many computational tools you might be knowing, but I just want to talk about a few computational tools which is in use, because many people will be knowing only the computers are useful only for the calculating and other things. That is, banking people will be collecting all the their customers' information and putting that information in the computer, and whenever they do the transactions, they take the information from the computer, right? Likewise, when the researcher is doing a research work, they need to know about the statistical programs, modeling programs, and spatial mapping tools. That is, see, say for example, if you are remote sensing people and just geographical information system people or geology people, and you collect so many information, maybe you'll be studying many things about the heavenly bodies, right? So any physics people or any nanotechnology people also can use this. That is, you have to search for any particular field, and you have to search the spatial mapping. That is, you have to search. Say for example, if you're taking any water sample in particular area, like if you're collecting any, if you're collecting one water sample from Coimbatore area, whenever you are collecting the samples, different areas will have different water samples, right? So all this data has to be analyzed. Then you come to the conclusion. For all this analysis work, you need the computers to work out with work here, right? So on one more thing, when you're doing the research work, if you're including all the mathematical equations or mathematical modeling in your research work, it gives more recognition for your works. So all your mathematical modeling, say for MATLAB or something like that, if you are including all those things, so it gives more recognition, and your works will be familiar to everyone. So everybody can understand, and everybody can easily approach you for all the works what they are doing. So your mathematical modeling is very important when you are doing any research works. So all the mathematical modeling can be done by your computers, which is very useful for your research works. So these things I want to just highlight for your research works. Then communication, as you all know, everybody knows about this communication, right? So I think I need not talk more about this communication because everybody knows how the communication will be. Like emailing or messaging, everything comes under this communication. Nowadays, even this many people are having their PhD works and other works using this communication. That is, they use their computers using this. Right now, now we are also using one. This is also one sort of communication we are using it. This one tool we are using it. So this computers helps a lot for you to communicate when you're doing the research work. And if you want to contact any person abroad or any other person outside the country, you can easily have the internet sources with your computer, and you can easily clarify all your doubts. Or whenever you are in need, you can search for their details also, and you can easily contact. So all this research works, all this works needs a computer, so that your research becomes easy and you can easily go ahead with your. You don't have to be.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
You can go ahead
Hello, sir.
easily with your research work.
Hello, sir. Mr. Edwin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think a little bit lag in your voice, sir. I think.
Yes, sir.
I think some
Yes,
network.
sir. Yes, sir.
I think during your session, if any internet interruption in your mobile phone or the modem,
Maybe
which you are
network.
using. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, a little bit you can go slow, sir. I think many people want to.
Yeah. I'm using my Wi-Fi.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You can continue, sir.
Yes,
Continue.
yes. Tell me, sir.
You can continue, sir.
Okay, I'll just continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we start with the mobility work. Okay, mobility. Like say for example, I told many people, they go for the field work and they go and they do the research work. Say for example, if you are a civil engineering student and you are collecting any survey work, okay, surveying, okay, so you obviously have to go to any field and you have to collect the data. So you can easily carry out your computers and you can travel and you can store the data. Likewise, if you want to go have any, you can easily approach any people in the village side, or you can easily approach any people in the remote area. That's wherever even the government people may not go, but you can go easily connect all the data from them, then so that you can start doing your research work. So all this mobility works, you need computers so that you can carry out easily and start with your research works. So for all this, you need a computer so that they can start with their own work, right? Then internet. Obviously, everybody knows about this internet. So because computers need internet for your research works. So this internet is an invaluable resource of information. It consists of many millions and millions of pages and websites. See, many people knows about this internet, but the way of using it, they may not be knowing it. See, they might be going in one particular track for their research works, but they should understand whether that track is correct or not, right? So they have to search. That is, whenever they are in the initial stage, they have to search many things in the internet. But when they have got the idea, they have to go in the particular area, in that particular track, so that their research gets research work gets easily over. Okay, so this internet is main source, and how you have to use it. I'll just tell you. You need some 4 steps how we are using it. I'll just tell you. Just ask yourself these questions. That is the aims. That is, whenever you are doing the research work, are the aims of the site clear? Because you might be going in one particular track and searching for it. So that searching the information in that particular website, are the aims of the, you'll be having the aims. Are the aims of the site is that clear? Website whichever is using, is that clear? Then second one, can the information be checked? Because you'll be having this site may be correct for you. Maybe you'll not be having the relevant data or relevant information in that particular website. So all the informations do you have, that also you have to check it. Next, is it clear who has written the information? Maybe say for example, I'll give you one small example. You'll be having a cycle, right? In the beginning stage, we used to parallel, then remote cycle, that is using the remote, then gear cycle. Like stage by stage it came. But you should know this particular author is talking about this. This particular author is talking about this. So you should know whoever has written the information, whether it is clear and correct for your research works. Maybe you don't have you should not have any double-minded here, because you are going in one particular track and that information, whatever you get, then is the site relevant to my aims? You'll be having a aim, right? you'll be having an aim so that you'll be coming out with a very good result. So this aim is this particular site is relevant to my aims. If you don't have if you don't have any correct website correct information in that particular website, you can just quit it out and you can go search for the other website, because I've told you internet has vast number of pages and vast number of websites, so you can have you can easily approach and you can easily take out the information from any website. So all this is very important for your research work. Just note it down. All this informations are you applying all this information in your research works? Then use of computers in scientific research. So computers have changed the ways in which scientific research is compiled and analyzed. The scientists, engineers, and researchers are able to compile vast amount of data. Maybe this actually, if you know, maybe civil engineer or any engineering people, there's a difference between arts people doing their research work and there's a difference between engineering people doing their research work, because engineering people need more information according to their research work, right? So whenever you are compiling, as I told you earlier, you need a mathematical modeling, scientific area, whatever you search for, everything has to be searched properly. Then it has to be compiled together for the data. How to start your research work. So whenever you are in particular domain, you, according to your own research work, you have to search for all those things, and then you have to come out with a very good research. So all this needs a scientific research. That is why scientists, engineers, and researchers like these engineers, researchers, everybody need a computer so that your research work will go in a very good manner. Then solving mathematical equations. Many people might be knowing. Hello. Yes, as I've told you earlier, this engineering research, especially those are in engineering domain, will be doing has to do their mathematical equations for their research works. Maybe whatever work you are doing, if you're just including this mathematical equations, so that that is why I told you your research work gets recognized. That is the main reason we are right from the schoolings we are studying maths. So this maths applications has to be applied in your research works. So these research works will get very good recognition. So all these equations, all this mathematical modeling, all this where it is working on. So you can easily work out with the computers so that you don't have to waste the time, right? So you come out with very good results also, and you get accurate results also. So maybe manually we may make mistakes, but computers, whatever inputs you are giving, according to that it gives the output. So all these equations is done. All the works, mathematical equations, mathematical modeling, everything is done by computers, which is very much useful for all the research people to work out here, right? So you need computers for doing all the mathematical equations. Then prediction modeling. Maybe this prediction modeling, say for example, maybe you'll be knowing about this water resource engineering people. Maybe some water resource engineering people might be here. Like if you are if you are working out for rainfall data, and you'll be having if you're taking from this is 2020, right? So they might be having rainfall data collection for past 100 years or 150 years. So having all this data, they'll be having a prediction model. They'll be calculating the prediction model for the next 10 years or next 20 years. So having all this years data for all this past 100 or 150 years or 200 years data, they can also do the prediction work using their computers for their research works. So this is also one of the important work they are doing, not only for the water resource engineering people, likewise you'll be having other physics people or chemistry people or maths people, something like that. So you people also will be working on with your own prediction model, but you can use it all this prediction modeling using your computer so that your results will be easier, familiar, and it will be easy for you to take the analyze all the prediction works. Okay, so it is easy. So that for all this also you need computers to work out with the research works. Then scientific simulations. Simulations, everybody knows about the simulations, right? Maybe say for example, you'll be whenever you're doing research works, you'll be simulating with some data, right? So simulating with this graph, simulating with this data, simulating with this ideas. You might be going with some area. That is, you'll be starting with some research work and you'll be ending with some conclusions. Maybe say for example, astrophysics people. whenever you are doing the research work, these people will study all about the galaxies, right? So if it is very big, the large, that is, they are going for large amount of scale. That is, when they are going for a large scale, they need simulations, right? So for each simulations, you need particular work to do, right? So say for example, maybe water resource engineering people will be using their lateral longitudinal, right? So lateral longitudinal. So they are, whenever they are going for a very big area, they'll be having a numbering systems in their particular area. So even whenever they are having the numbers, so latitudinal, some numbers will be there. Longitudinal, some numbers will be there. They can calculate, if they want to calculate any particular line, latitudinal, longitudinal data, they can connect with all the sources, then they can come up with the results. So all this needs a computer so that it, your research works goes in a smooth way. Because we cannot say this particular Chennai is having this latitudinal, longitudinal number, this Coimbatore is having this latitudinal, longitudinal. Like that we cannot predict, but it is universally the data has been stored in the computer. Using the internet, you can easily get all this information, and you can work out easily with this simulations, right? Then talking about the tools and applications used in the research process. See, first and foremost thing what we use is SPSS, that is statistical package for social sciences. These packages, this popular tool is used by many of us, especially the latest version of SPSS is IBM, right? IBM SPSS started in 20. So you will be knowing about this IBM, and it provides all the analysis, data view and variable view. It measures the measure of central tendency and dispersion, then statistical inference, then correlation, regression analysis, then hypothesis test. This hypothesis test you might be knowing. When you're doing the hypothesis test, you have to do the ANOVA, because many of you know about the ANOVA, right? So whenever you are doing analysis part or anything else, you'll be preparing this ANOVA, so that you can include this ANOVA part also in your research work, and you can start carrying out with the test, right? Then t-test, type-test, and multivariable data analysis, then frequency distribution, then data explored by using various graphs. Okay, because not only the graphs available in the Excel sheet, but also whichever is available by using this software tools. Then spreadsheet packages. As I told you, the spreadsheet is one. Many people might be knowing well about the spreadsheet, because many of us are using the Excel spreadsheet, right? So I just want to highlight a few things. What are the other spreadsheet packages you have? You have Lotus 123, Quarter Pro, Javelin Plus, Multi. Like that, you have so many other, like whatever I've listed here. You have the different types of spreadsheets. Not only you can depend on the Excel spreadsheet, but also you can use this, so that these also is more advantageous when you're using it. See, many people will be not knowing how to use it. It is now I'm just giving a light upon it, so that you can start searching for it in the internet, and you should know whether it is applicable for your research work or not. So it is easy whenever you have started using it, it will become very easy for you to work out. So whenever you can also teach to your students or any other people whoever is in need. So these tools also is useful for doing all the spreadsheet work, and all your graph works, all your tabulation works, all these things. So these researchers needs a computer, so that your research works can be carried out very easily manner. Like other statistical tools, I just want to tell about other statistical tools: SAS, S+, Literal, eViews, and etc. These you can just note it down. These tools also will be very useful, because using this tools you can easily analyze any part of your data, and you can come out with the results. So these also is used by the research people, so that they can save time and they can easily enter the data. They can come out. They can have very good result and accurate result for their research works. Then word processor packages. Here also many people may be having the experience of using the Word, right? MS Office packages, MS Word, you'll be having it. But I just want to tell you, there is also Word Star, Word Protect, so that you'll be having more advantages in using this. When you're comparing all those things, you will be having all those things are similar way only, but only slight changes will be there. If you are going and googling it, you will be understanding more about it. Maybe nowadays you for your many people have started using the LaTeX for their research work. So maybe you might be heard about this LaTeX software. So likewise, you have different sources and different packages for this Word to use it. So likewise, you can use this Microsoft Word, Microsoft Word Star, Word Perfect, like that. Okay. Then presentation software, like how am I presenting here, like that. You don't only have to depend upon this presentation software like this. There is the only PPT, PowerPoint presentation. You also have Lotus Relevance Graphics. You have so many things. Current, Keynote, everything you have. So according to your research work, you should know. According to my research work, how can I do the presentation? So maybe you'll be working on with different business works. Many scientists, maybe many people, whoever has done, sorry, whoever is doing the research work in their electronics field, or whoever is doing the, so according to their one, maybe fashion technology people will be there, maybe other discovered people will be there. So according to their own interest, they can have their presentation styles. But all this requires a computer, right? So all this requires a computer for you to present in a easy manner, right? Okay. Then when you are going for DBMS, maybe you might be knowing about this DBMS. Many people see, many faculties might be here, many research scholars might be here. See, your college might ask you to work for a NAC collection, all this collection of information, NAC or NBA or NIRF data has to be collected. All this requires a data for you, right? So all the data will be given for you, and you only have to work on this. See, whenever you are doing a manual calculation, everything, it requires time. It's actually a waste of time only, because whenever you have a computer, you don't have to do the manual calculations, because all the data, all the entries will be stored in particular computer. Then you can go ahead with the other works. Likewise, this research data also can be all the collection, all the information has to be collected, then it has to be implemented in the computer, then all the data to be analyzed, and then you can come out with a very good process. So all this requires the computer for your research works. Like I just want to discuss a few other databases here also. There is desktop databases, Microsoft Access, Paradox, DBase, everything. Like you will be having so many other databases here. So you can also use those databases according to your research work, because whenever you feel it easy, whichever you feel it easy and how you are working, that depends upon you, and you can easily come out with them, because many people might not be aware of all these things, but they can also use this databases, and they can come out with this very good results for their research works. Then some of the tools through internet search engines, many of you are aware of this Google and Yahoo, Webcrawler, Excite, but many other many other search engines are also available here in the internet. So you can also note down, like if you want to have any online queries or online questionnaires, online forms, online surveys, like that, different sites are there, different Google search engines are there. So according to that, you can use it. So maybe this might be useful for those people who are working for those who are working in the questionnaire sites, maybe like management, construction management, or MBA people, like that. So those are working out here. This you'll be knowing about different online platforms, whatever you have. Like many people can use this Dropbox Google or Drive Google documents, because nowadays you see, whenever we want to get some information, just create a Google link and we just share it out here. So you'll get a response, and we'll collect all the information together. We'll just download into Excel file or something, whichever we need. Then we go ahead with the result application or result, whatever it is. So everything has to be taken care of this computer, and it does all the work. So obviously you need computers. So this role of computers is very, very, very important for your research works. Then collaboration tools. This collaboration tools I can tell you, because Skype and Google Hangouts, you people might be knowing, because whenever research people are having their DC meeting or something, people will be using a Skype video call, right? So nowadays, now after this lockdown period, we are now using the Zoom app or TeamViewer or something, the latest apps we are using. But initially, the Google Hangouts and Skype we were using for any sorts of research works, because not only for DC meeting, if you want to suppose if you're writing any paper, and that particular paper is relevant to some other author outside the country, and if you want to have a conversation with that particular author, you can easily have Skype talk, right? So whenever you need basis like this, there is a platform like this, you can use this Skype, right? So for all these things also you need computers, so that you will be having a very big screen, so that it will be easily for you to understand everything. Whatever he says and whatever you say, everything will be in a very good manner, right? Everything goes in a smooth manner, and you can have a good relationship with using this Skype. Then, as I've told you earlier, this use of computers in research in science is so extensive that it is simple to consume today. Because without computers, your research work, I think 99% is very hard for you to do your research works without your computers. Then you can also study about many things, that is complex computation, the data analysis, modeling, mathematical equations, mathematical modeling, everything can be done using this computers. Then research process becomes easier. I've told you, as I've told earlier, this research process will save your time, will save your energy, will save everything, because computer does every work, and it is also giving the accurate result for your research, and it also gives the result in a faster manner, because whenever we are doing all the calculation, it takes time, it requires time, and our research process will elaborate to the extreme level. But whenever you are giving the input and you are finding out the answers from the computer, it gives the accurate results. As well as it is easier to perform all the calculations, it is also faster to give the results. So all this need a computer, right? Then the data after collection has to be proposed and analyzed in accordance with the outline laid down for the purpose at the time of developing the research plan. So whenever your research plan is there, all this will be used. These computers will be used. Then this is essential for the scientific study and for ensuring that we all have the relevant data. See, whenever we are ensuring we are ensuring with all the relevant data, because using the computers we can ensure whatever data we have, we can ensure it, because we can ensure it through the internet sources or with other files or folders, whatever you have. You can just compare it easily. Then you can have the relevant data. Having in your hand, you can start with your research process. So that is easy for you to do the works in do all the works using the computer. Then technically speaking, there is processing implies editing, coding, classification. See, all this requires, right? As I told you earlier in my slides, classification, tabulation, everything requires computer for you to easily compare, easily work out, and easily come out with a very good results. So all this needs a computer. Then analysis refers to computation of certain measures along with the such. See, this analysis part is very easy, because whenever you're using any software or something, say for example, structural engineering people may be using their answers or SAT. So whenever they are giving the input, they come out with a very good results. Because whenever, say for example, you're calculating a bending moment or shear force for a beam or for a column. See, for a beam, you'll be finding out. You should know the moment, how much it is. You should know the reaction, how it is when the point load is acting in the center. How the distribution will be. If you're having the uniform distributed load at the top, how the resultant will be, like that. Everything needs a computer. See, everything will be analyzed using the Tableau, and whenever this analysis is done using the Tableau, it gives a very good displacement. That is, when it is giving the result, you can easily see the displacement of frequency, how much it is. Say for example, maybe you can calculate the remote direction of any particular story. You will be having G+5 or G+6 story building, and before starting with the building, and you can come out whenever you are giving the input in the stack or something like that. You can have the frequency or displacement or whatever you need in an easy manner. So everything requires computer in your research work, so that it performs everything properly in an easy manner, and in a very good style of taking the research in a very good manner, right? So with this, I just conclude, and I hope everybody will use their computers for their research works. And whatever platforms or tools I've told you, maybe you can use it and you can try it out in for all your studying works. Okay? Thank you all for thank you all for listening to my presentations. I thank Mr. Daniel also for giving me such very good opportunity to talk here.
Thank you, sir. The sessions was very useful, but little bit fast. I think the session audio, the video will be shared with all the participants, and the slides
Sure.
also will be shared. Most probably before today afternoon, 2 p.m. it will be shared. And
Okay.
I will inform a small announcement to the participants. Then we will go for the question and answer session, sir. So I think
Yes.
2 days before I was been teaching everyone like how to write literature review article. Uh,
Uh,
I was teaching everyone. So
okay.
I request all the participants. Today I will be sending you a Google form. Just 5 literature from your own domain with various reporting words. Try to write like some 5 paragraphs you can write, and you can submit in the Google form. So at the end of like each and every week, I think tomorrow and after tomorrow is a holiday, each and every week we will give a certain assignments. So that will be helpful for you. Not only just I will be giving a Google form and you will be submitting. In that, what are the errors or something which you make, or from that whatever you can learn, that will be shared in one of the session. So try to submit most of them. I request everyone to submit. That will be helpful for you only, not for us. That will be helpful for you only. You can, we'll be helping you in that. If you write like five articles, so in future you can write n number of articles. So in that, what are the problems, or what is the some errors or turn it in plagiarism, we will check, and we will be sharing you the results of the plagiarism, and it will be helpful for you only. So try to, during the holiday session, like 5 literature review articles from your own domain, try to submit in the Google form, and we'll inform you other details in the mail or through WhatsApp group. Thank you. Now you can raise your hands, or you can ask the questions. Just 1 second. Submission deadline will be like before Monday morning 10 a.m. I think Abhishek Kumar sir, can you please ask your question? You can unmute your audio and
Yes,
you
sir.
can ask your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes.
So, I would like to ask that computers and especially these softwares like SPSS, they
Yes,
are
sir.
no doubt very helpful to analyze the data that can be quantified. But
Yeah.
basically, the social sciences from I belong, like from the sociology. Sir, do you think that computers are very much helpful to analyze the qualitative aspect of the data or the inferential research that you are talking about?
Yes, sir. See, first of all, you should understand that is you should
Hello, sir.
know
I think there is a hello, sir.
which part you have to
Hello, sir.
use the SPSS, sir. Because yes, sir. Hello, able to hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah. I think
Are
you're
you able
not
to hear
able
me?
to. Yeah, now it is.
Yeah.
We are
Now
able to
audible.
hear you. Yeah, now it is audible, sir.
Yes, sir. So those people who are doing their research work in sociology, what you have said, so you should first understand the software, whether it is applicable or useful for you to do the research work using the software. Then, whenever suppose if you are using it, then you should know how it is, whether it is able to convert my data, all the data, and it can be analyzed in an easier manner. So you should understand what the software is. Then you can apply, if necessary, you can apply it for your sociology, because we cannot say every software is used for every research people, right? So all this maybe you can I don't know about all what research you are doing here, but basically this software is one tool that I am introducing for you. I'm telling you to do the research work using this software. Maybe.
Okay, sir. It is helpful, sir. I'm doing on the digitalization aspect, sir.
Pardon, sir? Pardon?
I'm doing my research on digitalization aspects in India.
Maybe that is what I'm telling. So you first of all you understand what is this SPSS. Then you first give us studies, give a small study about this SPSS. Then, if it is applicable, then you can approach it and you can apply it for your research works. Or otherwise, you can have any other softwares. Just like on small example, I'm giving as SPSS.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I think few questions regarding that literature review assignment. You have to take 5
Maybe.
articles. You have to take only 5 articles. It may be any number of pages, depending upon your reading skills and your writing skills considered. Assignment topic is depending on your own domain. Only 5 articles.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sir, 5 articles or 5 research papers, sir?
Yeah, 5 research papers, 5 articles, ma'am.
Okay, so we have to just do the literature review of those topics.
Yeah, just 5 topics. Yeah, not 5
topics, yeah.
topics, man. 5 articles. 5
articles.
articles of your own. Like you have some objective of your research work.
Right, right.
From that you can take 5.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. You can ask queries to Mr. Edwin.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Edwin, sir.
Yes.
Sir, would you please
Yes,
tell me?
ma'am. Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. Yeah, you can
Sir.
continue with your speech.
Sir, which software to use
Yes,
where,
ma'am.
sir? Sir, which software to is better? How can we decide, sir?
The software. See, for example, maybe I told no, like structural engineering people mostly they'll be using their StatPro or ANSYS in their software. Likewise, your domain will have your own softwares, right? Because basically I am from civil engineering. I will not be knowing about your domain software, whatever is available right now in our society. Which domain you are from, ma'am?
Sir, I'm from mechanical engineering.
Mechanical
I
engineering
think
people.
you will be using ANSYS,
ANSYS, yeah.
Creo.
And my research topic is nanofiber, sir. Nanofiber composites.
Maybe you can use this ANSYS or Abacus. Along with that,
It will
you
be in liquid state or solid state, ma'am? Fibers.
Solid, sir.
Solid only. I think you can use ANSYS, I guess.
Yes, sir.
ANSYS.
I am right now working
Just
on
model in SolidWorks.
that. Okay,
Then you can do some analysis in ANSYS.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I think there's a question regarding what about origin and design expense. The origin
origins.
for plotting graph you can use. I think Mr. Praveen Raja, for plotting graphs you can use even same like origin. Some people they don't get the licensed version of origin, so that even as same in your Excel sheet also you can draw like origin, sir. Even one day I will try to explain you how to do that, because some people they don't have origin. We use origin, but some students will be helping that regarding that. Even in an Excel sheet itself, you can have a good graph. I think not in older session like 2007 or other. It's like some 2000 more than 2013 version in Office, not Office, like in Microsoft Excel.
See, that is what, if you are going for new version, you'll be having more relevant data, more advantages than using it previous one. See, maybe origin when you are plotting any graph. Similarly, you can also use this Excel for all these graphical works and other things. Then any other question?
Miss Malashri, we will be sharing you the details, ma'am, assignment details in WhatsApp also, ma'am.
So any other questions, please?
Regarding this topic, I will like give a small word to all the participants. It's like whatever data or something you are saving in your computer for every 3 months or every 6 months, kindly take all the data of your research work and keep in some folders or in your drive, Google Drive, or in your like hard disk or somewhere like that, so that it will be helpful for you. Because most of the researchers like PhD students or many researchers, finally so many people they used to lose their data in somehow or save in a mail, or whatever the data you take, kindly send to some mail IDs, and whatever the work you do, so each month, so normally I used to do that. So for each month I will create a separate folder. For example, for 2020 there will be a folder, and for Jan, February, whatever the work I do in this month, so all the work will be in that folder. So in future also, if you like any month, which month it will be related to that, we can go and search.
Yeah,
So you can use that
they
kind
can
of,
name it.
yeah.
Hmm. They can name it with different folders. They can use their month, which date they are using it. They can
Yes.
use it with all those details, so that it will be used.
There is another question, sir. Any open source software for data analysis?
Yeah, when you are doing any analysis work, you should know, say for example, you whoever is doing this BBMS and all, as I've told you in the slide, in the previous slides maybe, all this people should know for which domain they belongs to. All those people should use their own domain software, because I cannot suggest a software people to do in Stratfor. Likewise, many sources, as I've told you earlier, maybe I can show it here. This
I think we will share you the slides, sir, Mr. Mukkedkar, sir, regarding the slides, so that you can get the softwares. I think there is a question. Please suggest some free to use plagiarism detecting softwares. There are a lot of free plagiarism detecting software in online, but that is not much useful. So kindly use Urkund or Turnitin or Authenticate, like in reputed journals and reputed institute in abroad in universities. They use Authenticate
sir,
for checking the
that is what we are
plagiarisms.
telling. Yeah, plagiarism, Turnitin is okay, but see, I cannot suggest any software for chemistry research, because that is what I'm telling. First of all, you should be aware of the softwares whichever is available for your own domain. Then, according to that, see, maybe I'm basically from civil engineering, but I cannot. That is what I'm telling. I cannot say whatever is software available for chemistry people. So you should first of all you know the software, then you should whether you should know whether it's applicable for the research work what you are doing, because you need not do all the research works using all the softwares. One software itself, you can analyze all the data and you can come out with a very good results, right?
Mr. Punit Kumar, sir, you can go through some of the literature, sir, regarding your main
Yeah,
objective, so that they have used some software. You can use that software for your study. Any help regarding some software also, we can ask some of our chemistry friends and we can inform you, sir. Thank you.
Good
No,
morning,
yeah,
sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can ask.
If I am allowed to ask a very
Yeah, you
subjective
are allowed,
question,
sir. Yeah, you are allowed to ask
sir,
any question, sir.
sir, I want to ask that don't you think that the research work will be more preferable those which lie on the scientific ground, or say quantitative ground, by using the computers, and the neglected dimension, the neglected streams that are historically neglected, like those of the social sciences, will be like further excluded from the arena? And it is a critiques, just since I am also a BTech in electronics and communication and then switched to sociology, so I would like to know that uh, not these streams are further marginalized on the name of being quantitative or scientific.
Sir, I think your work will be more scientific work, right, sir?
yeah.
Like historical. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Are
I'm
you
understand.
doing your masters in sociology?
No, sir. I am currently pursuing my PhD in
Okay,
sociology.
okay. Related to historic buildings or historic.
No, no. It's related to digitalization
Okay.
and the digital divide.
Digital device.
Digital divide, the
Divide.
gap between the population in
Okay.
accessing the digital platforms.
How you are collecting the data, sir? Any surveys or any statistics?
Yeah, it will be the questionnaire and surveys, but I will be definitely using some SPSS like softwares. But I'm worried about those streams which cannot quantify their data. That can be very much qualitative.
Your earlier researchers, how they have done, sir?
Sorry, sir.
Your earlier researchers related to your
Yes.
research, how they have done this, like qualitative or other areas?
So basically, sociology focuses in India. Basically, sociology focuses on the qualitative aspect of the data.
Okay.
So, or the collect qualitative data, like through interviews and all.
For surveys, for any online service, we can help, sir. Because even we have some groups in telegrams and other area, so that if in online survey, if you want really in telegram, nearly 1500 faculty and research scholars were there. If you are able to share your like feedback, any forms, survey forms, there will be
Okay, sir.
minimum of nearly 500 or some data you can collect it. And we have other groups also. There is a group for like admin groups, so we can inform them, and this will be help for a scholar, and we can inform them. We can request them whether they have shared in their
Yeah,
group or not. That is different. We can request them, and you can get some data, sir. I think many
Okay,
other
sir. Okay.
other students also there.
Okay. I will definitely some survey type of things on this issue, particularly
Yes,
on
sir.
this issue, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. If there are no more queries, we will end up this session. So I would like to thank Edwin sir for this wonderful session. Little bit fast, but I think all the slides will be helpful for them. To all the participants, I think before 2 p.m. The slides and the video of this session will be updated in the WhatsApp group. And regarding the assignment also, you will be updating in the WhatsApp group with the details and the Google Forms. Everything will be updated. Kindly, like I think tomorrow and after tomorrow we don't have session. Monday we will have session on how to use Microsoft Office Word for researchers, and Tuesday we will have LaTeX. That is recently most of the faculties and researchers used to do for their use for their research work. So kindly be attentive for the class. I think nearly till many of them were not here. I request everyone to be on time for the sessions, and it will be benefited for you only. So thank you everyone. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel, for this wonderful opportunity you have given me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll meet you all on Monday, participants. Thank you.